Good afternoon, my respected headmasters and headmistresses, my honorable judges, and my beloved audience. May I introduce myself? My name is Ma Yuya Jason. I'm a grade 5 student from number 6 Basic Education High School, Moreland, in my state of course. I'm very glad to participate in this competition. The topic of my lesson is future plans that students should have. Future plans that students should have. Everyone has at least a plan to make the best out of their lives. A person who has no plans for the future is like a ship without a rudder. It will sail to any direction where the wind takes. So when I imagine my future, I see myself as a successful surgeon. So to achieve my goal, of course I must finish high school with good grades so that I can attend medical institute majoring in surgery. And my second goal is to work at any hospital where I can obtain adequate knowledge and experiences after graduating. Next, I will also learn how to private clinic to save extra incomes for a PhD degree in engineering. My last plan is to volunteer in public health and serve patients with best of my best treatment. So for students, I'm sure that everyone has a plan to make the best out of their lives in the future. So it is never wrong to try hard to achieve their goals. So if they want to be a doctor, then they should try hard in studying lessons and how to do their best in exams and stuff. If they also want to be if they want to get other jobs and stuff, they should also focus on education. And I recommend that everyone should have at least a plan, so they could have a successful and bright future, of course. And when we try to achieve our goals, we must take every step mindfully and stay determined. So we will be sure to achieve our goals and try to follow our plans to have a brighter and successful future, of course. So for me personally, every day is an adventure to prepare for tomorrow with full of excitement. And every student should be also like that, full of excitement to prepare for tomorrow. So we all must stay determined and take every step mindfully. So my presentation ends here. Thank you very much for your patience and kind listening.
How do you try to make your future plans real?
Well, I tried hard in studying in school, and I am also planning to finish high school with a good grade. So I'm really studying hard in school and try to revise my lessons whenever I can so that I can make my future plans real.
And the next question is, what do your parents want you to be when you grow old? Why or why?
Well, my parents don't really want me to be what they want to be. So they just really want for me to achieve my goals. So me to be a surgeon. And because they want to make sure that I am happy and try to achieve my goals, so they just really support me on what I want to do.
Your next question, is it good if both parents make your future plans? Why or why not?
Personally, I don't think it is good for our parents to make future plans because we need to decide on our own and we need to plan for our future plans and goals. Because what parents should be responsible is just to support their children, what they want to be, and their children just should be trying hard in education and trying studying hard to achieve their goals. Thank you very much for your questions.
Good afternoon, dear respected judges and lovely audience here. I'm Suyarito from Tree. I am now attending the Grade-5 School in Navy, Vietnam. So first of all, I would like to say that it's a pleasure to meet you all in this place at this time, and that I'm very thankful to everyone for having me here. So today I'm going to talk about a topic called my daily routine at school. So let's get started. For me, as a primary student, I have to learn so many subjects at school and I'm pretty busy. But I usually try to follow my daily routine at school to be a good student. First of all, I go to school by bus, but on the bus, I usually read some books or study or try to review the lessons from the previous day. But when I get to school, I clean my classroom with my friends, and I also try to clean the garden from my school. And it is a great thing to do because cleaning and keeping your school tidy is a good habit for every student. And also, we learn the lessons after cleaning the classroom. Actually, I think that we learn about two subjects after cleaning the classroom when the bell rings. And then my school has a class called Pearson. We have to learn English subject, a science subject, a mathematics subject just by using the language English. And after attending that class, I usually go to my classroom and then I have lunch with my friends. When having lunch with my friends, I try not to talk very much because talking while eating isn't that good. After that, I try to review my lessons and do the homework from the previous day, and then I find some ways to study with my friends. Studying may seem a little bit boring to some of the students, but for me, it's not that boring because I usually study well with my friends just by finding some great and modern ways. And then I learn the lessons, and after that, I go to home just by bus. But before going to home, I usually play with my friends, and due to the exams that we have to take at school, I don't really have that much time to play. So yeah, that's all about my presentation, and thank you everyone for your attention, and yeah, have a great day.
What I want to know is, among the daily activities, which is the most important and why?
Among the daily activities, I think that one of my daily activities at school, which is studying with my friends, is the most enjoyable because we not only just remember and try to memorize things, But also we try to understand the lessons as much as we can, and also we try to explain it to each other. So yeah, it's very fun, and that's the reason why I really like it.
Okay, the second question is, what do you usually do after you come back from school?
I usually change my clothes and then I do some exercises for a while and then I try to review the lessons from school and I also do the homework from school. After school when I come back from.
My question is, tell us one thing you would like to do on Sunday.
Actually, there's nothing much that I don't really like to do on Sunday, but there's one thing that I kind of dislike, and it is playing some games. Actually, I like playing games, but I don't really like to do it on Sunday because it's the day that I take a break. So yeah, I don't really do much exercises or play games on Sunday.
Have a good day to everyone. First of all, may all honorable commendation judges from the Ministry of Education, respected teachers, honorable guests, students from countrywide to have a spiritual and physical tonight. Now, may I introduce myself. My name is Martha Holbert. I'm an 11-year-old grade 5 student, presently studying at level 3 basic education, middle school, Gilroy Township, Manly region. I am very glad to be a participant in this competition as a representative of my school, my town, and my region. Today, I would like to present about what I do every day. So, I hope everyone enjoys my presentation. So, everybody leads a routine life. Being a grade 5 student, my daily activities seem to be pretty repetitive. However, I always try to have a balanced management between academic work and relaxation. So on weekdays, as I'm a student, I have to wake up very early in the morning at about 6 o'clock. On weekends, I normally wake up at about 7 o'clock. But after getting up, the first thing I always do in the morning is making my bed, going to the bathroom, and getting washed up. Then I have my breakfast. After having breakfast, I get dressed at about 7 o'clock. After getting dressed, I leave for school by car at 8 o'clock. My school starts at 9 o'clock. So when I arrive at school, I do all jobs around the entire classroom, such as sweeping the floor, cleaning all the desks, taking out the rubbish, watering the plants in the school garden. I enjoy doing these odd jobs because I feel comfortable every time the class is clean and tidy. Sometimes I fetch water and offer water to the boiler. I enjoy doing these activities. When the teacher arrives and the school starts, we greet the teachers and say our prayers. After doing all of these things, the lessons begin. I pay earnest attention in class to the teacher. I am satisfied with my classes because all of my teachers are good at teaching. And also, I actively take a part in school activities to get better at all of my skills. Then, I have to do my normal routines, such as studying all these lessons and other activities that I can do at home. So, ladies and gentlemen, may I conclude my presentation. So, all in all, I am very satisfied with my daily routines because I never feel tired and never feel bored doing all of these activities daily. So, this is all about my presentation. A big thanks to each and everyone for paying attention to my presentation. Questions are warmly welcome.
What I want to know is, what do you enjoy doing most at weekends?
So, as I am a student, I am very busy on weekdays. I have to study all of my lessons, and I also have to do many activities that makes me daily. So, on weekends, I always do many activities so I can relax and also I can get knowledge at the same time. So, on weekends, I always do fun activities such as visiting places that exist in my hometown and also reading some books which I love doing most. So, on weekends, I do these activities. Thank you very much for your question.
The next question is, would you like to play alone or with your friends? Why or why not?
So I am very glad to answer this question. So for me, I would like to play with my friends almost every single day. But if I play alone, I will be very sad because I do not have somebody to play with together. So I love playing together with my friends because sometimes we can share or do some conversations and learn new things along the way. So for this question, my answer is going to be I love playing with my friends a lot.
Okay, your last question. Okay. Tell us two things you usually do with your family members.
So, as I'm a student and my parents have their work, all of our family members are always busy. So I always like to spend time with my family. So with my family members, I always love traveling to many places with my family. That's because that is the time when I can spend time with my family together. And at the same time, I can travel to many places which will be very memorable in my entire life. Thank you very much for your questions.
Education Channel